that this setup will hold. And before I was using actually just watching the Steve Wallace video, the original one that I had ever seen. It got me inspired to do car camping back in 2018, 2019, even early 2020 when I had a Dodge Dakota. Now I drive a Dodge Durango. But I had always wanted to go car camping, truck bed camping in the back. So now I have a Dodge Durango and I have a bed in the back, and I have camped in it twice. I have slept in it for 2 nights in total, or maybe 3. But two times, and one of them might have been a 2-nighter. And in fact, I think it was. But yeah, I want to give it a try again tonight. It is March, early March, and it's supposed to dip below freezing tonight, but live for the moment, live for today, and this is something that I want to do. So this is the back of the Durango. There is a mattress here. I've got some things that I need to take out. There's some dirt and stuff. I throw my bikes in the back here. This is just an undersheet. I'll throw on an oversheet and sleep in a sleeping bag, and it'll get cold tonight. I'm at my local Myers. This might be a good candidate for staying the night at. It used to be a 24-hour store, and after COVID it became just until 10. But I might want to stay here, but regardless, I need to pick up some things to be able to spend the night here. Well, in the car. Those will be a little buddy heater, propane. I'll probably have to crack the windows a little bit. And I might want to buy at least 2 canisters. I don't know how long that will last in the night. I'd like to buy a lamp just to be able to have the light on. I don't necessarily need it, but it might help as I talk to the camera. And I'd like to have just a small thermometer in the car just to see what the temperature is over the course of the night. And see how cold this gets, because it really is a steel box. It feels like I'm in an ice box when I sleep in here. At least when I slept up north in this in, I think, October, it felt cold. Anyways, it looks like there's a bird up there. I think we'll go with this Energizer one. Seems thin. Seems like it's good too. Some quad propane action as well. And the little buddy. So I got the little buddy heater. And as well this light and a thermometer. And as well that quad propane action. So, got to clean back here out, get rid of some of the stuff. The bike pump. I guess I'll keep the scraper brush in here, I have a little stow compartment under the bed. Dust off the bed and then get it ready to sleep in. Well, I couldn't fit the brush down here. There's this little thing that I can lift open and put the brush in, but I had too many other tools, like my socket set and things like that. So anyway, I just dusted off the bed as best I could, roughly. And I put the thermometer up. You can see that it's probably about 60 degrees in here, which is totally fine. I suppose I won't be sleeping directly on the bed itself, but a clean sheet is nice, just because I put my bikes on the bed and you never know what tires touch from a bike, so it's nice to have this clean sheet on. And I will definitely have a blanket, but I plan to be having a sleeping bag as well. And good thing this is folded up. This will be nice. And I don't know. I don't think this thing works. I think I have to charge it. But I'll go ahead and do that as well. Get things going for tonight. So I will definitely need some pillows. This nice sleeping bag, Mountain Hardwear. I have no idea what the thermal rating is. Might be freezing, might be below freezing. I don't know. There's some snow. It seems to be precipitating. I think it's snow. I don't know. Might be right around freezing at this point outside. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'll take everything out, you know, the sleeping bag and whatnot, and prepare it before I go to bed. But I think that a blanket on the bed, 2 other blankets, and a sleeping bag will be fine. I'm going to be sleeping in sweatpants and a sweatshirt anyways, probably a hat as well. I know it gets cold, but I think with the propane heater, I should be just fine. Bringing out my clothes, and also this other thermometer. It might be easier to read than the one that I have in there. Dear Mr. Heater customer. So, it's got a nice tip over safety switch. And great. Although I'll still crack the window open. Well, I'm giving it some gas. Hopefully it will start. I'll have to figure this one out. Well, I've seemed to have gotten it. Now I got to figure out where I want to place it in the vehicle. I was thinking right at that center console. I'll probably definitely want to have it on a lower gas level. But yeah, this is definitely a requirement to have while sleeping in March in a car in Michigan. So I'll try to do it once more before things are for sure confirmed of me going out. But yeah, it seems to be all good. Locked up for the night, my apartment, and decided to bring some extra, just in case it's quite cold, some thermal shirt that can go under the sweatshirt, thermal leggings that can also go under the sweatpants. Also, I always like tissue. Well, paper towel. And this light, let's see, quite bright. Hopefully it's alright. It goes lower as well, so maybe when talking to the camera I might do something like this. Or this one. I don't know. But I am going out for the night, and I can always return home if I need. Well, I seem to have the little buddy heater working. I'm at what will be my final destination for the night. I was thinking about having the little buddy facing this way just because it's not going to tip so much. And that's one of the most important things. So it'll generally heat the space well. Just because it's not radiating directly at me, I think that it will be fine. Of using the bathroom, well, I'll use where I'm at until it closes at 11. And then, depending on the situation, I may just use a bottle. I have an empty bottle, or practically close to an empty bottle, and another container that I can use, or I might just step outside, depending on how I feel. But that is a very real concern. I tend to have to go pee. But anyways, excellent. So reading at just below 40. I think it's supposed to get to about 30 tonight. Actually, at probably about at about 6 in the morning, I think it gets to its coldest. So yeah, hopefully, I think that's about 30 degrees. So hopefully that wake up about 6 or 7 and get the move on to get some coffee somewhere. So yeah. So I've had this little buddy heater I placed right here, And I think the only real risk is if the blanket um, or anything sort of touches it. But I don't think that's going to happen, considering everything here. I cracked the 2 back windows and the driver's side front window, so hopefully there's sufficient airflow. I can see that the temperature has now gone above 50. Oh, a bunch of more bright light. It's gone above 50, and I've been in here for about 10 minutes with the little buddy heater on low. So hopefully that's all good. It's kind of fogging in here, but I think that's a good thing. It's questionable. It's questionable whether or not this is a good idea or not, but I'm stone cold sober, and although I am in a bar parking lot, sort of municipal parking actually, but yeah, I'm stone cold sober, so if anybody says, hey, you gotta move, then I'll move. But yeah, I don't think there's too much of a risk, and I just kind of lie low with the light and watch YouTube myself, so I'll sign on off. Talk to you later, YouTube. About 6:30 in the morning. The sun is rising, and I slept well. Slept quite well. I've had to use bathroom, go pee, kind of pretty much since 4 in the morning, but maybe actually all night, but not so bad. And then kind of about 4, I was like, I kind of gotta go, and I should have just stepped out the side and did it, because I did that at like 10:30 at night. But yeah, I don't know. It was what it was. So 6:30 in the morning, I'll probably do that and get myself going. And the heater pretty much shut off at 11:30 at night or something. I think I was before midnight, and it was nice because it heated the place up to about 60 degrees. And now we're back down to below freezing. So it's below freezing in here, but I seem to be all right. Well, I'm back from my camping adventure in the parking lot of my local brewery. This was my first actual urban camping. I talked about always wanting to do it back when I drove a Dakota, but I never had a truck bed topper. So it wasn't something I ever did. And I'd slept in the Durango before up north on a friend's property and my dad's property. But I've never actually done any urban camping, which is why I had a couple of concerns. One about stealth and, not giving away my position. One, can I park here overnight? Which I assumed yes, in a bar parking lot. And 2, be kind of mindful about using the bathroom. I might want to actually maybe build something in the car just for, being able to do that and not give away my position. But yeah, it was a success. I was a little surprised that the little buddy heater, those little green propane tanks, only lasted about an hour. So, I mean, I don't know if the propane is completely gone or not, but I assume that it is. I'll have to check later. But yeah, I'd say it was a success. I wanted an adventure. I wanted an adventure this weekend, and this was it was an adventure. So yeah, I was happy to do it. So hopefully I'll post some more bike videos. I haven't really posted any. I mean, not of the style that I want. I did a bike check and um, recycled some old Instagram clips, but I definitely could see this channel turning into a car camping channel, being that I have a car camper. So um, I'll say this, until next video, be it car camping or a bike ride or something else.